Good day, my friend. Welcome to this evening sojourn. It's about 10 p.m. Eastern Time in New York City, Hell's Kitchen, the kitchen of hell, the west side of Manhattan. And I'm so glad to be with you. And I wanted to take this opportunity to invite many of you who perhaps may be aware of our channel here at Lionel Illegal, and remind you that we are here, and what we do is we represent a group of folks who focus on the idea of more of a legal take as to what's going on. Those aspects of the world from a legal point of view. And what I wanted to do was to bring to your attention one of the most incredibly fascinating stories ever. By the way, Rick Rohr joins us. Rick has an evident problem, as you'll see immediately. Rick, tone it down, my friend. Tone it down. Just kidding. I'm wacky. I'm wacky that way. I have been doing this a long time. And I have been doing television and TV and radio and all this stuff. And I've been a trial lawyer. Still am, by the way. Still practicing. And a former prosecutor. And I have never seen anything like the Nancy Guthrie case. Do you see what I'm talking about? And I hate to say this right off the bat, but she's dead. You know it and I know it. Is there anybody who questions that? I'm sorry to say this. Is there any one who challenges this? Sadly, reluctantly, is there anybody who believes that 16, going on 17 days after her abduction, that she's alive and well, being cared and hydrated and fed and tended to without her medication? That she, I just, if it happens, please God, let me be wrong, please. But I can't believe it. And I don't understand any of it. It is such an incredible, great point. Travis Stronix says, the thread of hope has snapped. It is frayed. What is the thing about the case that you find most fascinating? What is the part about the case? Just break down. Just jump in. What are some of the things? In no particular order. Stuff that makes you say, what? May I go first? Here's one for me. If I were the sheriff, if I was Sheriff Nanus, and I was in charge of this, I would make sure nobody would get within 5 miles of my crime scene. No one. And when I heard and read that the family okayed a pool cleaning company to come to traipse across the crime scene with brushes and poles and skimmers and chemicals and no, this this can't be. No. Who cares about a pool? The woman is most probably dead. What is going on here? Today, the sheriff pretty much gave everybody in the family the all clear, up to and including Tommaso, the son-in-law, that Ashley Banfield all but basically said he's a suspect. Remember that? And I like Ashley Banfield. I like her style. I like her style, her spunk. I like her brio. I like the way she does stuff. That's great. That's terrific. I like the way she does that stuff. That's terrific. But I think to myself, this man was basically, they told us. They said, Ashley Banfield said, I have this on high authority that he's a primary suspect. What if somebody had taken it out on him? What if some vigilante dude had said, I'm going to do this for Nancy? Dear God, what is going on with this world? Can you imagine what would have happened? This This is the most incredible. I don't understand why, as somebody said, beauty brings up, why crime tape was taken down. I don't understand any of this. I don't understand. Here are the questions I want to know. Tell me what happened inside. Was she in her bed? What was it, about 2 o'clock? When was the Nest camera? Not the Ring camera, but the Nest camera. When was the Nest camera smashed? Who is this idiot showing up wearing this lawnmower-sized Sherpa backpack, wearing oven mitt gloves? What did he... What was that? What are you going to do with cushioned gloves? What? And then he went to get foliage and what, grass clippings to what, wave like sage, like some kind of weird Native American ceremonial. What is happening? This is the most bizarre thing I have ever seen. So I want to know, was she ever in her bed? Is there blood inside? What if her bed was unmade? What if there was no blood? What if she never made it inside the house? Don't you want to know that? I do. Hell, you're telling me everything else. Do you think the person who came to her front door is necessarily the kidnapper? Do you? Anybody? Do you think that's the kidnapper? Hello, Melbourne, Australia. God bless you. Maria. Do you think so? Do you? Freddie Haddad, by the way, says it best. Why not pay the snitch? I don't understand. Do you? What if I represented this guy, I said, yeah, it's him. I represent him. Yeah, what is he? He's an asshole. He's stupid. He's shingad. Stunad. Look at him. He's walking around. Ooh. He didn't take anybody. Yeah, but he was there. So what? He was there. So what? What are you going to do? You're going to what? You're going to what? Lock him up for that? He's stupid. Did he go inside? Can you tell us something more than in front of the camera? What would you have done? Let me ask you something. Maria, what would you have done? What would you have done? What would you have done had you been there and you wanted to prevent the camera from picking up on you? What would you have done? What would you have shown? Anybody? Who's the... Look at Rick. By the way, I've got 32 degrees in New York City. And the city. 77 in the city. What would you have done? Anybody? Let's see who gets the answer first. What would you have done? How would you have dismantled the camera without breaking it? Shaving cream? Very good. Look at Maria. She goes the extra mile. Shaving cream. Well, Maria, shaving cream can drip off. Very good, though. Don't use any kind of paint or anything like that. What is it? Tape. Thank you, Susie Q. Tape. Little duct tape. That's it. Done. Now, I don't know if by virtue of the mechanism of this, if ever it were to go to black, that it would recognize this as some kind of a malfunction to shut down. I don't know. But I would go like this. Boop. That's it. Maybe come in on the side and boop. That's it. Boop. Done. Done. That's it. End of discussion. That's it. Michael wants to use a .357 Magnum. Little overkill there, my friend. Little overkill, but I like your style. I like your panache. Let me tell you something. This is the unbelievable. Why are they did they find gloves the next day, 2 days, 3 days later? What the hell's going on with this? What's going on? Why doesn't he immediately deal with the FBI and say, look, Kash Patel notwithstanding, the FBI has a lab in Quantico. We'll go with you. We'll go with you. We'll go with you. We'll stay with you. Here's the blood. You do it. Put it into CODIS, run your checks and say, hey, we got a hit. It's this guy. It's whatever. But no, he wants to send it to his lab in Florida because he's a Democrat. He's a Democrat. What the hell is going on here? And how about this? How creepy is Savannah Guthrie? I'm sorry for her. How creepy. What is she doing? What is she? Hello, all you fine people. What is it? Every time she comes up, it's this weird message. I'm thinking, what does she mean? Why are there these messages? Why? Jason says, she is dead 100%. Now let's talk if the ransomer knows the family or is a stranger. Now, at this particular point, how about Harvey Levin? Who the hell's going to Harvey Levin? Why would you go to Harvey Levin? I don't understand this. This guy? Huh? How do you know he knows anything about this? Did he say anything about, I'll tell you, provided somebody was inside the house, did they ever make it into the house? Did anybody ever make it into the house? Did they? Did anybody make it into the house? Because there's one thing he can sure as hell do, which I think is terrific, and that is to say, here's something most people don't know. Here's something how most people don't know, and it works something like this. There was a piece of clothing or an article, or there was a broken fan or a light that flickered or something that only somebody who had been inside the house would know. So, why don't they do this? Why don't they say, here's the deal. We want our mother back. Do you pay the same amount of money if they bring back a corpse or if they bring, I hate to say this, or if they bring her alive? What do you say? How do you? Now, I have thought, and I have thought repeatedly, that I would put my money on the idea of Mexicans. And that she probably might very well be in the Mexican hideout or whatever now. Why do I say that? Why do I say that? The reason why is because in the Mexican world, in that particular culture, they are used to the notion of, ransom and kidnapping. By the way, kidnapping is the restraining. You don't even have to move anybody anywhere. It's the restraining. You see what I'm saying? You restrain. You got it? You don't have to move anybody. I can go into a house, hold you and your family hostage, or use you as a human shield. But anyway, the question is, how in their world, in Sinaloa, and this, they hear about kidnapping and ransoms all the time. They hear this. We don't have these. We've had in the past Patty Hearst, Frank Sinatra Jr. in '63. We had Lindbergh. We have others. The Getty Kid. We don't have these. We don't have kidnappings. We don't have this. I mean, we have kidnappings, but we don't have ransom kidnappings. We have abductions for purposes of all kinds of terrible things. But it's a very rare thing. It's a very rare commodity. How would you talk to these people? Remember, don't forget, Maria, remember that with the ear? Remember this? Here you go. You think we don't have him? Here's his ear. And he came back, sure enough, no ear. They Van Gogh'd his ass. Remember that? So, what exactly is this about? How do people, where do you go with this? What's all this blood sample, all this stuff? And we got a picture. We went to a Walmart and we stopped this poor bastard who he drives for DoorDash, and another one's over here saying, "What the hell does this have to do with anything? What is this? What is this?" We went to Walmart. We got a picture of the backpack. Who gives a shit about the backpack? What is it? Ashley Banfield says, "And where would you get a balaclava? Where would you get a ski mask? This is Arizona. Anybody? Where would you get a ski mask in Arizona? Anybody? Anybody?" She says, "I don't know where you get a ski mask. I'm a skier." First of all, skiers don't even wear a ski mask. Or balaclava. It's called Amazon. They just have them. The idea is that you can buy anything anywhere. I don't know why that's such a big deal. But what is she going to do with the fact that they cleared old Tommaso? Don't be surprised if there's a lawsuit there. Don't be surprised if there's a lawsuit there. So what do we have so far? I don't know. Did they ever make it inside? Who goes through the front door? Everybody knows. Everybody knows what you do is you never go through the front door. That's the most fortified part of the house. That's where the locks are, the bolts are. That's where the only time it matters is maybe an apartment building where the only way in is one door. Okay, fine, maybe. But other than that, you go around the back. Go through the window. Don't forget the back was open. How was the back open? Why was the back open? Did they take her out the back and then around? And where did the drops of blood come from in the beginning? Do you think they had the car right there? And wouldn't they have had, if that's where it was, she must have been bleeding inside. They must have had some kind of contact with her inside. Or when they brought her out, she scuffled or whatever, and they hit her and she started to bleed there. But she would have been on the camera. Why would they keep going to this light? Why? Go around. Do something else. Put the tape. Did they think anything about this at all? And it had to have been a kidnapping on purpose, because even if it was a botched burglary, they would have said, kill her. We're not going to take her with us. Kill her or tie her up. What is she going to do? She's going to what? Describe a bunch of Mexicans maybe wearing a mask? Good luck. They could have left her there. No, they wanted her. They wanted to move her. And the only reason they wanted to move her is probably because she, being a proud mother, probably had a big mouth and told everybody, my daughter's Savannah Guthrie. She's on the Today Show. Oh, really? Yeah. Huh. I'll be doggone. And then there's those things that Savannah does where she's almost, you know, she reminds me of Erica Kirk. Everybody knows. Leonard Cohen, Lenny. Erica Kirk, doesn't it sound this? We chipped dogs. We should have chipped her. Absolutely. Bayonet with you 100%. Absolutely. Somewhere, some subcutaneous little RFID chip, something. It's very simple, something we can remove, something maybe in the back of maybe this part's called a perlicue, maybe in there or something. I don't know. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I say. Hand farts, everybody. This is my sign of love to you. This is it. You know it's funny. I know. Don't laugh. Stop it. Kids love it. Anyway. So it's very, very sad. I have been away from the Candace Owens story, which frankly, I don't think until Candace comes back, I think we're wasting our time. I love that story. I love that woman. I love anything she touches. Fantastic. I like the way they're all falling before it. Ben Shapiro, even my good friend Alex Jones. Alex, take it easy. Take it easy there, boy. Take it easy. Anyway, and then Trump is saying, there should be the death penalty. Mr. President, please don't say that. Hey, Epstein, very quickly, how about that Epstein, huh? Ooh-wee. Can you believe all the stuff they're saying? All of a sudden, remember when they said Pizzagate was just crazy talk? That was just conspiracy talk. Remember that? Yeah. Remember that? You should have heard this Jen Psaki talking about levels and circuits and groups and cabals and groups of people who were involved in these pedo rings. It's like, dear God, that sounds interesting. Where's that from? Where have I heard that before? It's all flipped. It's flipped. You're going to hear some of this stuff. You're going to hear stuff that is so monumentally, unbelievably, what do I say this? Unbelievably, for lack of a better word, I guess you'd say maybe conspiratorial. I guess I can't believe what I'm hearing. I can't believe this. And X is phenomenal. They're talking about 9/11 next, and they're talking about everything. God, I love it. It took us a long time, my friends. Candace should investigate this potential kidnapping. Absolutely. 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 Look at this. Somebody writes, Uncle Lenny, I think she's at the bottom of the pool, covered in a light blue tarp. Ask them pool guys. Come on, man. Come on, Michael. Come on, man. Come on, will you? What are you doing? Savannah's husband was listed as husband's business was listed in the Epstein files. Yeah, I know. Listen, with all due respect, everybody was listed in the Epstein files. Doesn't make any difference. His business partner, Joe Lockhart, sold his house to the Obamas. Doesn't matter. Let's don't get carried away. In any event, my friends, I want to tell you I missed you all. I want to make sure is everybody here? Please subscribe to Lionel Legal. I like to keep this going. It's so great to speak with you. I love you all so much. I love you. I honestly love you. Because you are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? You are so beautiful to me. Also, we're normally on from doing the Lionel Nation thing, which is terrific. By the way, Mrs. L at Lynn's Warriors. Please follow her. She's got some great stuff. And then tonight, if you can, from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m., I do overnights on WABC. It is wild. Wild. This is overnight New York syndicated radio, and it is bizarre. So join us there as well. In any event, my dear and glorious and ignominious friends, I say that with all due respect, I love you to death. Thank you so much for being with us. We'll talk again. You have a great night. Thanks for all of your support. Please like this video when you're done. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Lionel Legal, give it a shot. Thank you for everything. Thank you for your support. You're good people, you know that? We've been together a long time. As the great Cam Fong, as Chin Ho says, we're all in this together, brother. Have a great evening. I love you. We'll be back. And ta-ta. Actually, I should say, the monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue ya. And ta-ta.